this wiring up of this switch, which is quite nice, and I would definitely recommend it to everybody who is renting out rooms or running an Airbnb or Booking.com or whatever, just to make sure people are more comfortable um, while not having to worry about things. So I put that on everything, on my oven, on the kettle, everything, because guests coming, they don't really care. Some of them anyway, so they're just here on holiday, and they leave the home on, right? And by the time they move out after a week or a month or whatever, you pay a bill like a Buckingham Palace, because they just don't care. And do you blame them? I don't, because they're on holiday. They don't. And if you put on that switch, this time guard, then they can't leave it on, because this is gonna kick the power off after switch the power off after 60 minutes. And if they want to restart it, they have to press the button again. Now, if you're not at home, you won't be able to press the button. So this is pretty straightforward, and it's an extremely good trip. Now, with the whole filming, it's now a little bit complicated to show you what I'm actually doing. But towards the end of this video, I will obviously show you how to wire it up properly, because that's the whole point. But the point is also, in my opinion, to actually have the genius idea of put that everywhere. I put that on the radiators as well. Electric radiator, 90 minutes this is going, and then it switches off. Now, if they're not at home, they're gonna switch off. It's gonna switch off after 90 minutes. If they're all day out, you save a lot of money. Now, it's for them a little bit inconvenient, obviously, if they're in the house. But I think that much inconveniency, that every 90 minutes you have to press a button, I don't think such a big deal, because it's just not only good for my bills, but I'm also contributing to the carbon footprint, and so on and so forth. And why heat the house if nobody's in there? But then again, you can't blame the guest. You can't blame the guest, because that's what they do. I'm a very responsible guest. I mean, I use Airbnb myself for not only for letting out, but also for like using it, like I go with Airbnb to places. But I'm responsible. I'm respectful. I always switch things off, because I know how it feels. I know exactly how it feels if unnecessary energy is wasted. So put it that way. I've been around the band a few times, but now, after 17 years of experience, so 18 years of experience of landlord, I don't blame the people anymore. You can't blame tenants, you can't blame guests, but you have to do things where they can't cheat on you. You know, example, put the washing machine on a put the washing machine on a coin meter. Absolutely, as long as you put it on terms and conditions that's on a coin meter, there is no issue. They can choose another place. If they don't want to come to your place, then they can choose another place. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care. If they want to go somewhere where the washing machine is free, then they're more than welcome. I myself been on plenty of Airbnb places where there was not the luxury of a washing machine. I would have, I would have, I would have been happy to pay a couple of pounds, but it was not, it was not possible to wash. So I have to go to laundry, which cost me £7. So this is how it is, right? Okay. Now we're coming to the moment where I can explain it to you guys what I'm actually doing. But obviously I also have to drag out this video, because it has to be 10 minutes. Otherwise YouTube is not paying me money. And I'm not doing this because I'm the nicest guy in the world. No, I'm doing this because it brings me cash, right? So sorry for my ignorance, but I think honesty, an honest man should be appreciated. So if somebody does YouTube to help the people, that's completely up to them, and this is a wonderful human being. But I'm doing it because it brings me money. And that is precisely the only reason I'm doing it. Yes, if I can help people with my videos, yeah, then it's lovely, yeah. But the whole point is to make some cash, right? Yeah, and since my screwdriver doesn't have magnetic properties, it's a pain in the hosel, a big pain in the hosel to put these screws in. Yeah? It's just not fun at all. Now this timer switch is a lovely thing, but it has a disadvantage. It's bloody tight inside. It's tighter than in a Virgin. I mean, this is a very tight scenario. If you have sausage fingers, like a working class hero, it's gonna be difficult. And if you're a concert pianist, then it's easy. But as a concert pianist, you don't really want to wire up this kind of switches. So I do play piano, but not in a concert. But my fingers are not that sausagey. So that's basically how it looks from the inside. I managed to put in one screw, which does help. So this is how it looks inside. And when I'm done with this screwing, off the box obviously, there will be no screwing in this room today. So if you wait for a little bit of porno, that's not gonna happen. Not in this room today anyway. So YouTube is now completely porn free. Back in the days, you could put a lot of interesting things on it, but now they block you right away. So you have to stay with the boring stuff, wiring up switches. Imagine how much views I would have if I would do other things like live, showing someone how to do ATM or something, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. So when you have one screw in, then it's straightforward. But I need to get onto the 8 minutes, obviously, 10 minutes for YouTube to pay me the money. Now, this is now the interesting bit for you guys who doesn't know how to do it, and I will take my time to explain it. This is on the house, of course. Now, here is the situation. I hope you can see it. Yeah. Now, this is the input when it says L1. So this is where your power comes in from the mains. Yeah. So the black cable goes in here, L1, the arrow showing into the green socket here, a terminal, and then the yellow one. This is going to be controlling my exhaust fan there, which is coming out from the shower, right? And I'm gonna put with this little switches, I'm going to put on a 10-minute delay. So when the Panther goes into the shower, they press this button, and the fan will kick in for 10 minutes. Now, if they take a longer shot than 10 minutes, then obviously the fan will switch off. But I think a normal human being takes around a normal human being takes 5-minute shower. Anybody takes more, it's abnormal in my case, because it's just wasting the energy and harming the environment. Anyway, long story short, so the white cable, the brown wire, which says out, so it's going out to the fan. So energy, the power is coming in here, black, through the black. That relay switch it on after you press this button, and then the power goes out and switches off the switch on and off the fan. Now, obviously, neutral, the blue ones, and then you have the earth in the middle. So that's pretty much it. And I'm gonna run it for another 5 minutes or whatever. Now, let's pop this thing back. The switch thing needs to be disconnected, because otherwise the lack it's not enough slack on this thing. Now you just put it back on together, just like this, screw it up, Yeah, screw it back in together, and this should be ready to go for the fan. So it takes around a half an hour to wire this up. Yeah, you can do it much quicker as well, but I take my time. I'm not in the rush. Right. Okay then, dog is for tuning in my channel. Like, share, comment, and of course, au revoir.